Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. My name is Fizz. Welcome back to the channel. We are going to be going over some Genesis news. Now, before we start, this is going to be just the first video. There's going to be many more I'm going to be covering through the extra live stream, and I'll go over that in a second. But this is going to just be going over the 15-minute part that they went over with the first teaser of the Ferox. I think that's what it was. Ferox, yeah, F-E-R-X. And that's the little dude that shits on your shoulder and becomes a big dude. So yeah, sit back, relax, enjoy. Let's get talking about that. Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Fizz. Welcome back to the channel, keeping you guys in the loop of ARK Genesis stuff. Before we start, all the information that I am going to be showcasing you guys with different videos over the course of the next couple days is from the Extra Life live stream, which is right here. I have it on the page right now. If you want to help support children in need, please, link description down below will be the first link. I am helping them out on the back end side, so I'm not actually helping with stream or anything because I'm a little sick. I don't know if you can even tell, but anyways, enough about that. So please help out, and yes, and also watch the stream if you want to watch yourself. I'll also link that as the second link as well. So before we go in, yes, please donate. If not, watch the stream and have some fun. There is some stuff you can win during the stream, I'm assuming. But yeah, anyways, let's get into the information about what they're talking about for Genesis.
Right, so, like, we're doing all these discussion points. So like Zane will primarily be driving a lot of our hosting around our Genesis reveals leading up to 24th hour, if hopefully you can make it.
I'll try.
And if he doesn't, then yeah, exactly. Then
we'll just start making up stuff.
We'll start making up, yeah, exactly, new creatures. It's not even the same creature on the screen. We're like, it's a worm of sorts.
Everyone will come in Monday. So guys, I'm sorry, but we got a new one to make.
Get
ready.
But that being said, it is now
11:01.
So Luke or some sort of champion in the back, if you would, please transition it over to this next one. Sir, here are your points around this. So all you.
So we're gonna talk about the Ferox. Well, we've already seen him. Everyone's already actually seen some of him from the trailer, and they've seen the core part of his main feature.
Mm-hmm. What is his main feature? Just in case people didn't.
We'll get into that.
Oh, he's got a flow.
But this is a adorable little guy. At least when you see him most of the time, he's very fluffy. And he's actually a very helpful pet, just as a shoulder pet. And you can carry him around and walk around with him once you've tamed him as your shoulder-mounted pet. And he will give you heat. He'll even sometimes look for element and tell you when there's some nearby and dig it out of the ground. But then he's got this other mode to him, this other ability.
This bad boy vibe.
He likes element. He likes it a lot. And element has a unique reaction to his chemistry, his body, and he transforms into this massive just beast, this monster thing. And once he gets into that form, he's a machine. He's fast. He has some really nice attacks. And then on top of just normal swiping attacks that he can do while moving and running, he's also got a pounce that he'll pin something down, give it a few punches, and then throw it away. And then as you're using him and fighting with him, you'll be building up to be able to use an ult that will do a mega slam, and it'll knock anything else off that's mounted, at least within a range, off their mounts. And then unless they're on another one of these, unless there's an enemy on another Ferox, will be the only way you can prevent it. But he's going to be unique, whether it's PvP or just taking him in for a cave run. You know, you don't want to have to bring around cryopods everywhere. You know, this guy is almost a natural cryopod. Yeah. You know, it's two creatures in one. And then his movement modes while he's in big form are quite impressive. He's fast, first of all, which is usually just enough. Speed in our game is huge. But he also has a consecutive leaping ability. He'll do one jump, and then if you time it right, you can set up a second springier jump that'll go even further and a little bit faster, and he starts just building up. We've deemed this the Hulk mode, because essentially that's what he's starting to do. Yeah, and those muscles, yes, very much. And then if you hit a wall or a rock, similar to the Deinonychus, he'll be able to continue running up and pouncing and leaping from location to location. So he is now your portable, just battle tank / movable mount. All this stuff does have a cost, though.
Right.
You know, being able to go from sweet little adorable baby that is just on your shoulder so you can take them into anywhere a human can fit to, hello. Yes. Is it terrifying the stream? I'm so sorry, guys.
Look at this. Look at this. You need to allow your voice to carry. Speak with some bass.
Oh, is it not loud enough? Am I not loud enough?
Oh, no. Time out.
Oh, really?
I'm new to the sound thing. I'm sorry, guys.
Where were we at? You were saying that it has a cost, right? To be cute and cuddly, and also be a big a big beast.
And it's a cost reward. With all great things, you got to make it worth it, and it's also got to cost something.
Yeah.
Each time you transform him, he's building up his addiction, his need for element. The higher that gets, the more easy it will be to trigger him into a bloodlust state. Kind of similar to like a Giga Rage.
Okay.
To where he's just like, I'm done, I'm out. He gets super strong, everything is an enemy. But once he's past that phase, he'll actually just pass out and he'll be back to little baby form, and he'll have cleared his need for element. But building up to that, like each time you transform him, you're increasing this addiction. You're making it easier to get into Bloodlust Rage, but you're also getting much stronger. He's getting much stronger, and he's also being able to take a lot less damage. So he's getting a lot tankier. So you really want to toe that fine line of getting him to the strongest he can be, but also being very wary of where you're taking him, because the stronger you get, the more vulnerable you are, and the more likely he is to turn on you. Or even worse, like as you're retreating, if someone gets like that last shot off to trigger that addiction, or trigger that bloodlust, and you're in the middle of your team, you're retreating into your team. Now you've got like a friendly that's turning bad, and you have to make that either get out of the way, or do you have to put them down at that point?
Right.
So we're shooting for some fun gameplay, unique gameplay, and this guy he does a lot.
There's some interesting mechanics, like that balance that you're talking about, of trying to find that sweet spot of where, he's going to be beneficial for you and not causing problems for you. And then, is this the first thing that it is also a shoulder mount, and you can also ride it as well?
Yeah. So he is a very, very, very small little, adorable little guy. And you can see it from our concept images. Quite nice. You really need to lean in more. You are on the edge of that frame. Just scoot up to the chair.
I like to lean back, man. Lean back.
I know. Well, that's why you scoot the chair up, so that you're more in frame. There you go.
Or they should have just set the cameras up right.
Maybe.
They knew they were having a star in here. I'm joking, guys.
So back on task. I'm sorry, I did that one. I derailed us there. What was the question? I forgot.
Crap, it's too early to be losing train of thought.
It is.
We were just talking about, I was saying it was the first thing that was a shoulder mount, and you were saying that offers a lot of flexibility.
Yes, and we also will, it'll be unique. It's similar to cryopods in the fact that you will have a creature that's strong and capable essentially in your back pocket, even though it's visible. But there's no limit to when you can throw them out. So if there's a place where cryopods aren't usable, or it's just you're not sure where you're even going to be able to get that out, this guy is going to be your go-to for that. And then he tucks back into a little baby thing that you can put right back on your shoulder,
which is cool.
You're good to get out of the fight. But you can pull him out at any time, and he's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's so if you were in a tribe, you would go tame one of these.
Yes. There's much more to him than what we're talking about, but we don't want to get too much into some details. We want to keep some as a surprise.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I would definitely want to tame him, but I would want to be prepared.
Interesting. I think that gives people enough insight to what they could expect. Probably not, but it's going to be interesting. This is one of the ones, you know, depending on how busy I get with other things, I'm not able to stay as tuned in with what's happening on a design. This is one of the ones that I was very interested in, and one of the ones that I stay close to because it seemed cool to me, and I can't wait to see this thing come out.
I still the shapes on this guy is just it's power. It's all power. Like
Yeah.
he goes from this cute, adorable thing to this massive, aggressive form. The forearms, and they really move well. He's using them as he's running, and it's so much force with everything he does. And then that face, it's just my favorite wolfine, lucine. How do you wolfish, wolf-like?
Like Cantapic?
Somebody
Yeah.
in chat is probably saying
Someone's
that there's
probably
a term
crying
for
for
it.
I'm
like,
sure they've got the right word.
Idiots.
Yeah.
All
But
idiots.
it is absolutely my favorite visual creature.
Lupine.
Lupine. There you go.
There you go.
That's the word I was
I
going
knew
for.
somebody in chat knew.
Thank you.
But it's my favorite look, and it's got a good blend between lupine and feline, and I love them.
Yeah.
I really do like them a lot.
I mean, it's hard for me because I'm probably going to say that about everything we show. It's my favorite thing. But this really is. The unique design of it and seeing this all come together was just a treat to see, technically speaking. You know, to have this transformation and, you know, being able to pull some of this stuff off it's a technical challenge because, again, we don't have anything in the game that's quite like this or functions like this. So
Even creatively,
yeah.
I think, like, I remember when we made all the brainstorming pages, right? Like, the Ferox was the one that, like, everyone had different names for it. Like, different mythological creatures and zoological, like everything. It was just in between, like, Yeti and whatnot, because it was just such a unique design. And it was so different from anything that we've ever done that, like, that much excitement. On top of that, we're trying to find a name for something that effectively is two different things stuck in one, right? Very Jekyll and Hyde. And that was always just, like, that was just fun to me, right? Like, even aside from getting to the gameplay elements of it, the whole characteristic behind what it fits into is super unique. Plus, like, there's just really fun ideas on what you could do with this when it's finally out with Genesis. Like,
I like the idea of cute and cuddly, but also a beast. You know, just that transformation, that idea.
The
of,
gremlin
You see this little
thing,
cute
yeah.
thing. If you've never seen one before, you're just like, oh man, that's a cute little creature.
Well, and just imagine you have someone that's riding on a bigger dino, like, you know, a Parasaur, and they're riding, and you don't even see the rider because they're hiding behind a pillar like they always are.
Yeah.
And you finally get that thing taken down, and then as the guy's falling down, out pops this another massive creature that just transformed off of his shoulder, or he threw down on the ground and transformed it, and is back in the fight right away with another dino. It's going to open up some new changes.
Yes.
Which is what we're going for. Like, we are definitely looking to keep the game exciting, keep it fun, try out new things, try out new strategies, offer different play styles for people to try out. We're definitely trying to, you know, reach a lot of the goals and requests that people have, but we're doing it in the best way we can.
Yeah, and I know
The
I've
funnest way.
seen a lot of concerns from people about the instant deploy type of mythology where I can be, you know, running by myself and instantly deploy things. And as Zane mentioned, we haven't mentioned all the design specifics about this creature, but I know they're designing it in such a way that is taken into consideration. The fact of, you know, not being able to just instantly pull this thing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So it is something that they're thinking about, something that they are bringing into the design consideration. Wanted to bring that up because I do see concerns from people about, you know, related to cryopods and things like that, about being able to deploy them. And, you know, we did some cryo-sick things. And so that is something that is also taken into consideration here.
yeah.
Everything will always have a cost of some sort.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's cool, though.
Yeah,
It's
man.
got to be worth
There's
it.
a lot to it, and this is just the first thing.
This is, yeah, you know, the first thing is not the
And
best.
it's something that's
Of
everyone...
so
like,
many things.
Of so
Yes.
many things. I was saying, I was like, we'll get there, too.
Just the first.
There's a few.
Yeah, you don't want to let everyone know how many we have, but trust us when we say that we have everything leading up
I
to
mean, they can
24.
guess if we said every 2 hours,
Yeah.
we'll be showing something. it's pretty.
But are we doing a 25-hour stream?
We
We're doing
are.
a 26. Are we gonna extend it again?
Listen,
Listen,
listen.
What if the donations are just
Who
insane?
is this guy?
they
What
can
if
keep
the
donating.
Alright, so I wanted to put my 2 cents in at the end of the video just because it's pretty cool and interesting to talk about. So this little guy looks like he's been one of the most heart and dear to them in development. It honestly just sounds like there's so much love and creativity from this little guy alone. You know, just about Zane and Cedric just talking about going back and forth about all the development team want to do this and that and that. Obviously, that always does that with a lot of creatures, but I think this one is very special for them because they wanted to really do something different. And this is going to be a very different creature than we've seen. It's going to be a shoulder mount pet that you can throw out and be a mount. Shoulder mount pet, basically exactly what it's going to be. So I think it's very cool and adorable, and I want to know what you guys think in the comments down below about this little guy, because I cannot wait. I cannot wait at all. And don't worry, I'll be doing more Genesis news in the future. Stick around, there'll be plenty more videos whenever they showcase new things. But anyways, that's it. My name is Fizz. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please link description down below if you want to join a charity stream. Please link description if you want to help out the kids. It's all about the kids. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. See you on the next one.